Good morning, everybody. We're back up at our Site 2 barn where we loaded pigs out last night. Dad and I finished up doing our round of chores. I chored my site, Dad chored his double site. Now we're meeting here. And I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna move pigs around and we're gonna get all these feeders emptied. We need these pigs to eat this feed so these feeders aren't heavy and so that the feed doesn't pour into our pit and make our manure quality crappy. Yep, that one's empty. This one, oh, sorry there, buddy. That one's empty. So after looking around, I'd say half the feeders are empty and half the feeders still got feed in them. So the ones that are empty, what we're gonna do is we'll move them over to pens that still have feed in their feeders, like this one. We'll move them from that side over to this side to feeders that are still full of feed. But before we can move these pigs from this side over to this side, we gotta get this water line fixed because right now this water line has no water in it.
Yeah, what's really crappy about this deal is it's good and bad, but if you can see, what happened was the water line literally pulled out of the tee. And when they built this building, they had some pipe that was out of spec and they didn't know it. When they got this building done originally and they turned the water on, almost every connection leaked. They ended up going through and having to cut out every one of these manifolds where the hoses hook up and redoing them. And they cut out a bunch of pipe, but some of it they thought was good. And since it was done, I've probably cut out 25 connections that have leaked. And anyway, this one, the problem with it is basically the pipe is not quite as big as it should be. So in other words, when you put them together, normally when you shove a piece of PVC pipe into a T or a coupler, it gets tight. This, you can shove it all the way in and you can just go like this. I'm an optimist, so I'm gonna clean it and I'm gonna glue it and glue the snot out of it and let it set a good long while before I turn it on, and hopefully it'll bond and we'll be okay. If we don't, I'll have to cut both sides of this out, get an extra deep coupler, and redo this manifold and just do away with this pipe. And I'm gonna try to not do that. So we'll see how we get along.
This all could have been prevented if the pigs just wouldn't have gotten this nipple bar down.
Right. Pigs are like convicts. They got nothing but time to dream up ways to screw you over, and they did us dirty on this deal. That's as good as a gallon.
Don't huff too much of it.
No.
You want that?
Yeah. Well, time will tell. We'll see. We'll let that set for 20 minutes and then we'll turn the pressure on and see whether it leaks. And with any luck, it won't, and we'll be in business. We'll move one double pen in here, one double pen in here or whatever. Then these down here, we'll move them on down. Might as well flip them while I'm here.
So we moved one pen, had their feeders empty out to another 2 feeders. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna take all the pigs out of this pen that got their feeder empty, and we're gonna take them up to the next 2 feeders that got the feed in them.
Working on his PhD. The rest of those got feed in them.
Yep.
Well, then our work for today is done. They should eat about 5 or 6 pounds a day, so they should have those feeders empty by morning. And then we can move them over here and get those over there. Oh, should we see if our water works?
You think it's been 20 minutes?
It probably wouldn't matter if it was 15 minutes or 25 minutes or 2 days. So let's see whether it goes or blows.
That's a no on that.
Oh, gosh dang it. Well, we're gonna have to cut it all out. God.
Water leaks are no fun. No fun at all.
There's no use of cutting that because that tee's ruined, and
The rest of them will probably turn out like that one.
well,
anyway.
that's the thing. So I might as well just cut it on both sides, and then I'll make a brand new manifold. We'll unscrew these valves. We can reuse the valves and the bushings, but I'll just make 3 tees together and cut it on both sides and clean that up. And because this has been leaking here for a while. Junk.
Wait, I thought we were just lazy hog farmers, that we just come in here for 30 minutes a day and
All you have to do is just get the dead pigs out, because
that's all that we do.
Apparently, other than that,
There's nothing ever happens. We just go through here and we're in here for 30 minutes a day and we do nothing else but just walk through our barns.
But that's okay, because this is plumbing, and plumbing, that's a union job, and that's easy too.
So I guess that doesn't count as,
That's not real work.
that's not real work either.
Because
I guess we can't do anything right.
I'll just make you do it, and I'll put on an orange vest and just lean up against the wall.
We found 3 tees, we found some pipe. We're gonna try to make a new manifold. And then when we get this one made, we'll cut out the old one. Hopefully, if we do everything right, it'll fit like a glove and we'll have no more leaks.
Exact. There's not much around here that's exact, so.
Hey, at least it's not Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
Even
This
though
is
it-
Monday work.
Even though it broke on Sunday.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between the purple and the other one?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't usually even use primer. So primer is cleaner, basically. It's supposed to clean the pipe and get any residue off of it. And then the glue, actually what it does is it melts. It's a chemical reaction, and it melts the PVC, so when you shove them together, it fuses them together. But when I was doing service work and everything I've done, we always pretty much used new pipe, and we didn't even use cleaner. And the other thing is, we were never running, these water lines run at about 20 pounds of pressure. So it's not a high pressure system. If you were doing a lot of pressure, you would definitely want to use cleaner, and maybe you should use cleaner anyway, but we never used to use it. But I actually bought cleaner because I'm doing some plumbing at This'll Do Farmhouse's new bathroom that I'm doing, so I wanted to cover all my bases. So I had cleaner, so I decided that I would just use it. Yeah, we'll
So
use
the
it.
purple's the cleaner and the white's the glue.
Yeah, and not all cleaner is purple. It's just that this kind that I bought, it was purple. Okay, so there's that one. I might have just colored the top of the washer or the top of the dryer with. Oh, if you cut your finger, don't put purple primer in the cut, because that's kind of like putting salt in your wounds.
What's your saying, Dad?
What saying? Which saying?
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. That's right.
Clean the pipes off. You're a pipe cleaner, huh?
Yep, pipe cleaner.
If anyone needs their pipes clean, give Tork a call. Okay. Use your inner ballerina. Don't fall on your arse.
Give me the purple primer. See, that shouldn't slide on there that easy. This side I'm using a deeper tee than what these are, but that's just a standard coupler, but I think we'll be okay. So now then I just need to trim that. And I didn't bring the cutters, so I gotta go get the cutters.
I'll get them.
I want that about right there. We're gonna pop this click loose, if I can get it. Let them drain out a little bit. This is for all the marbles. Okay, so while that sets up, we'll take the valves out of this one. So we should be able to just loosen the hose so that the insert will spin in the hose. Our valves are gonna turn, but our inserts aren't, so we'll have to spin them out separate. So we got our valves out, now we just gotta get these bushings out. So now you can take that and make a flute out of it. So we don't have any Teflon tape, but we got pipe goop. Rector seal. Rector seal.
Looks like poop.
That'll scare you. Don't drink it.
Drink enough of it and it might end up like you.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know what they fed me. Probably lead paint. That's what stunted my growth. It's nice if you can get these started straight so you don't cross thread them, because that's no fun when you do that. It's a good way to ruin your day. And it is easy to do because when you have a Chinese bushing going into a Chinese tee, the tolerances are not all that fantastic. So there's a lot of slop in them. But when we spin these valves in, we can just keep spinning them until everything's tight. Might have had a bigger brush than what we needed. I never was very good at coloring in the lines anyway, so. Tighten our clamps back up. So this time we're gonna let our glue set up good and long, because I don't want to do that again. I don't think it'll make that much difference, but
You're not even gonna take the chance.
I'm not gonna take the chance because I don't want to have to cut it out again.
So, I don't blame you.
If you don't see an update video, you can just assume that this worked great. And if you do see an update video, you just know that I'm pissed.